Hey guys, this is Samman here from Explore Gadgets, and I'm here with a video for my top picks of Android games released in Q1 of 2016. First up, we have The Room 3. From the game makers that gave you the amazing puzzle game The Room 1 and The Room 2 comes the next sequel, Room 3. With better graphics and better puzzles, and much bigger than before. The room contains a lot of boxes that can be unlocked and unpacked using keys, cracked codes, and sound logic. The game also has a story that you can follow or not, because you can still manage to clear the game without the story. But the story adds a little suspense, which I found very nice. The game also has a really well designed hint system, so it can get you out of tough situations without spoiling the fun of solving the puzzle. The tactile feedback of the latches, levers, dials, and maps on the touch device is absolutely amazing. The Room 3, for better or for worse, is the biggest and the most elaborate puzzle game Fireproof has designed yet. The Room 3 costs $5 in the Play Store and is really worth the price. Up in second, we have Lost in Harmony, a musical runner. Lost in Harmony is a rhythm action game, an auto runner, and narrates the story of a young friend and a tragic loss. The main character Kaito rides right into you so you can see what's coming from behind, and there's a lot of obstacles that you can't see but the game signals it with an arrow. And this is by far one of the most immersed I've ever been on a game, as it contains a remix of a lot of classical music which I find very soothing and immersive. You can get this game for free in the Play Store, but you need to pay an extra $4 to unlock chapters after you completed 5 of them. At number 3, we have Crashlands. Crashlands is an amazing action RPG with lots of exploration and crafting. You play as Flux, an intergalactic delivery truck driver who has crash landed on an alien planet and must find a way off so she can finish her deliveries. The casual models of these monsters are fantastic, and the design in question is one of the real joys of Crashlands. Each creature or friendly NPC has grotesque yet a cartoonish charm. What you basically do in this game is complete quests, kill monsters, and craft weapons. Crashlands' boss fights are some of its best moments, throwing combinations of attack patterns at you, and it's a real challenge to dodge fireballs, punching fists, and AoE attacks, while still finding time to actually deal damage. This game goes for $5 in the Play Store. Number 4, we have Super Phantom Cat. Do you ever feel bummed knowing that there is no Super Mario game on the Play Store yet? Well then just drop whatever you're doing and get Vivo's Super Phantom Cat. With gameplay almost the same as Super Mario, this game is a bit cleaner, brighter, and is quite striking. In this game, you play as a cat named Chemist White who wants to become a superhero in the Phantom world. It's kind of hard to follow the story through the slightly broken translation in the cutscenes, but luckily, it's not that important. All you need to know is that your basic goal is to find the portal at the end of each level until you eventually run out and finish the game. With its sharp and colorful visuals, classic gameplay, and brilliant level designs, Super Phantom Cat is a pretty perfect hybrid between the old and the new. At number 5, we have Pocket Morty. Pocket Morty is a Pokemon parody made from the popular TV series Rick and Morty. For all of you who may not know Rick and Morty, it is an American adult animated science fiction sitcom created by Justin Roiland and Dan Hammarand, and it is amazing. There are a lot of Mortys, and your job as the best Rick around is to capture them with mind-controlled chips and force them to fight for you. Pretty much like Pokemon. There are Fish Mortys, there are Biker Mortys, Ghost Mortys, Eyeless Mortys, and many more. Adult Swim's games did a great job making a good parody of Pokemon with subtle references and mechanical influences. As a Pokemon clone, it features a similar style battle system, with options for attack, item, switch, and run. Attacks even have AP, or attack power, and you can capture wild Mortys with manipulation chips. The Mortys also have types, which are rock, paper, scissors, which predictably counter each other. There is even a bank and a Morty center. Overall, this is a surprisingly well-constructed game, and I often ask myself why there aren't more big-name Pokéclones out there. And yeah, did I forget to mention that this game is free to play on the Play Store.
Came in all cocky. Look where that got you, punk.
At number 6, we have Adventures of Mana. Adventures of Mana is a polished version of one of Square Enix's classic RPGs and is also another remake of Final Fantasy Adventure, which was released in 1991. Well, in this game, you run around and hit things with a sword. It's a bit more complicated than that, but that's the gist of it. You got a floating stick and a couple of buttons at your disposal, and a pretty big world to run around. As you kill things, you'll level up and you can spend points in one of 4 different disciplines: Warrior, Monk, Mage, or Sage. The different classes give you different attributes. You can choose to specialize, or try and make a rounded character by selecting from different paths at different times. Considering the game costs $14 on the Play Store, if you have $14 to spare and you are a fan of the series, then you should definitely get this game. But if you're looking for something that doesn't cost $14 for 10 hours of gameplay, there are a lot of other options out there like Oceanhorn. At number 7, we have Color Switch. Nearly 2 years ago, the mobile game Flappy Bird owned Apple and Android smartphones with a simple concept: to fly a bird between a series of pipes, yet the slightest misstep would punish players. Launched nearly 2 months ago, the free puzzle game Color Switch has zoomed to the top of the Play Store charts for the same reason as Flappy Bird. It's easy to play, yet grows tougher the further you advance. The game looks simple on the surface but gets harder once you start playing. Tap to keep the ball bouncing in the air and match its color to an obstacle in order to pass through it. Pass through as many obstacles as long as you don't crash into a different color than your ball. The challenge of this game is that the obstacles are moving and the ball is changing color. This game is very fun to chase high scores with your friends, and you'll always have the feeling to play the game one more time even if you close the game and put it on the table. Color Switch is also free to grab on the Play Store. Up at number 8, we have Fading Light. Fading Light is a platform game where you navigate through a maze before your lights fade out. You must collect light crystals to recharge your light and reach the finish line before you run out of luminosity. The visuals in this game are clean and seemingly meld retro with the glossy. It uses dark backgrounds, and this also allows the signature light effects to pop more. You can control the square by tapping on the right or the left side of the screen to navigate the square through mazes and try to reach the end of the maze before the light runs out. All in all, this is a very good game, and you definitely need to consider the number of taps, as the lesser you tap, more the score you will get. And this game also comes free on the Play Store. At number 9, we have Ultraflow 2. The Ultraflow team said that the Ultraflow 2 is an arcade puzzle game which combines the gameplay of air hockey and minigolf in a chill and minimalistic experience. And in the end, it's exactly that. In this game, you get your ball to the goal. In order to do that, you need to bounce your ball off walls, but it doesn't stop there. You're only allowed a certain amount of bounces, and there are tons of obstacles getting in your way. The soundtrack is very catchy, the design is cool, and the controls are very easy too. And what more, it's free on the Play Store. Last but not the least, we have The Pit. The Pit feels like any other runner game, but it's simple and easier to play. You don't have to swipe right or left to avoid the objects, you just need to tap to jump or tap and hold to slide. When you release it, you'll jump, which makes it awesome, and the further you get into the game, the more reaction time you'll need to avoid certain objects. The real star of this game is the artwork and the design. While the theme of monsters falling into spike pits or running into laser wires is kind of violent, the aesthetic is always cute and non-threatening, even the pink buzzsaws. The app is free on the Play Store with some in-app purchases, and needless to say, unlike many free games, this game also has ads which you sometimes need to watch when you die. Well, there you have it guys, that was my top picks for Android games released in Q1 of 2016. Like the video if you found it nice, subscribe if you loved it, and I will see you guys in the next one.